Hey, what's up, everyone? I hope all is well with you. I'm Aiken Slawal, a data strategist, knowledge manager, and creator who's always got his hands in something new. Welcome to Datalytic Concepts, where I share tactical and strategic insight on knowledge age principles and fundamentals. So, about 2 weeks ago, I dropped a short informational deck on LinkedIn about properly steering the modern data stack, right? That and the role of data governance in this particular endeavor. I wanted to circle back and expand on this, via video. Today we'll discuss data governance in our fancy modern data stack, specifically cloud platforms, data lakes, AI, and the whole machine learning deal. The thing is, with all these shiny new toys, managing your data is only going to get harder. We're talking about big data, regulations, data silos, and particularly security. So let's talk about big data. The problem is, with so much data, ensuring usage of the right things, i.e. the tools, procedures, and plans for the decisions we make, only get harder. With big data, we have to ask ourselves, how are we ensuring the data is accurate and free from any downstream effects of using that particular data? So what about the regulations? When you're working with data across multiple systems, let alone data scattered across the globe, playing by the rules of GDPR and CCPA can be extremely daunting. Okay, now, what about those silos? Yes, those pesky data silos that won't die. Despite all this advanced technology, if you need to play it smart with your data sharing and access, you might find your data is stuck in a corner gathering virtual dust. And a big one, security. With more data and more systems, there's more stuff for these bad guys to target. Keeping your data under lock and key while ensuring, your privacy across multiple platforms is like taking on way more than we should. And I think we've all been there. But real talk, there's no need to hit the panic button just yet. With the right game plan and resources, we can do this. First, let's look at your roster. You need a solid crew. Not just any data nerds, but people who live and breathe data governance. I'll say that again. People who live and breathe data governance. We're talking about your data stewards, your data governance officers, and your data architects. Next step, you're going to have to up your tool game. There are some killer governance tools out there, and there's some serious options, but you don't necessarily have to automate and, stuff like that right away. There's other ways for you to kind of get things going prior to you stepping into tools. So today I won't be naming any tools because it's always important to think people, process, and then tools. So don't forget your roadmap. I think I've talked about this explicitly many times. A really clear data strategy, and then you plot your data governance course. You make sure it's in sync with your organizational goals and your regulatory needs. So pro tip here, make your data governance efforts cool for everyone. So that includes building a culture that's all about data. Even, a small bit of training for everyone, not just your data team, can save you from disasters. So help your organization adopt a see something, say something approach when it comes to data. Lastly, there's no harm in calling in the crew, right? So sometimes we got to tag in the specialist who kind of know what's going on when you're really up against some heavy hitters. So there it is. The modern data stack might make data governance a bit of a wild ride, but it also opens the door to some awesome opportunities for your organization. Get your team, your tools, and your strategy sorted, and you can basically start to turn your data into butter, right? As always, thanks for tuning in. If you liked what you're hearing, hit that like button, drop me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again, and I'll see you all later. Peace.